When you step forward and state your name, first name, last name, and spelling for us?
Yes, Raj Maline, Maline.
Great. Can you talk a little bit about today's verdict and what are your thoughts on it?
Well, obviously we're devastated, disappointed. We're kind of shell-shocked, actually. We, based on the evidence, we did not expect this. But from our standpoint, our client is innocent. So the fight doesn't stop here with us. At this point, we will continue to fight for our client because we believe in his innocence. Although we respect the process, we disagree with the jury's verdict. Jim wanted to add something.
Yeah. I know Raj said it pretty well, I guess. It's kind of shocking based on the evidence presented and the law in the state that we're going forward tomorrow. But that is where we are.
So can you talk about your client? I mean, any words he shared with you, his demeanor at this point?
He's in about the same state we are right now. So we've been down there talking with him for the last few hours, and he is disappointed as we are, but he's ready to continue fighting for his innocence and his freedom, and as are we.
What's next, guys, for you? I mean, are you planning on obviously an appeal, or?
Well, penalty phase starts tomorrow, 9:30. So they're going to present evidence convincing this jury whether or not they should impose the death penalty on him. So that's what's next.
What is it that you think led the jury to this? I mean, you have to be thinking this over and over in your head. What do you think it was?
I don't want to give my thoughts on what's going through the jury's mind. If the jurors are done and they want to express those, then more freedom to them to do that. But I choose not to speak for other people.
Did you have a chance to speak to Mr. Merritt afterwards? And if so, is there anything you can share about that conversation?
We did spend the last couple hours with him, and we discussed many issues about the trial and going forward, and we're ready to go forward tomorrow.
Will there be an appeal in this case?
Well, there's a guaranteed appeal in this case since there's a conviction, so yeah.
How damaging were the cell phone records, do you think, to this case?
I don't know how damaging that was. The people's argument was we don't know when they were buried, so we don't know what relevance they were either. So that's why I say we're just in shell shock right now.
Does part of that shock have to do with the fact that no physical evidence tied your client to these murders?
I don't know. I think
Strictly
I think my closing argument kind of summed up what I think the evidence shows, and they're tied to my client. Be fair to say.
Yeah.
Sir, can we get your names? We didn't get your name and spelling.
Yeah, James McGee, McGee.
You have a lot to prepare for. I'm sure you had to consider both, but now you know you have to put everything in one penalty phase right now. Is that what you were talking about with your client as far as preparing for that individually?
There was different aspects of the conversation with the client, which I don't think would be proper for me to discuss. But there was a lot of topics to discuss.
Can you describe his emotional state at this point?
Devastated and in shock, and I think disappointed would be good words to describe his feelings right now.
So do you feel like you had a fair trial here? I mean, to sum it up, do you feel?
I think everybody saw the trial that we had, and everybody's going to have their own opinion of it. So I'll let everybody kind of get their own opinion. Anything else?
Are you still, or are you of the opinion that there could be other suspects that were never looked into in this case?
Well, the evidence was that there was 3 profiles that we were able to identify. Our expert was able to identify that were retrieved from the gravesite. those are potential suspects, and since the defense is not allowed to, or we're not allowed to run that through CODIS, which is the National Data Bank of DNA profiles, only the prosecution, law enforcement can do that. So we were unable to do that. But those 3 profiles still lie with the DA's office today. So how the jury can come up with a guilty verdict in this case, knowing that there's 3 profiles from the gravesite, it just, from our standpoint, just belies logic. They didn't get the whole picture. Because the DA chose to. We don't present the case, the DA presents the case, the prosecution presents the case. So, and they presented an incomplete case. And because they presented an incomplete case, the outcome should be not guilty. And that's really what it comes down to. So how is it that they arrived at that decision? Like I said, the process in our system of justice, we have to say we respect this process. We don't agree with the outcome, and there's going to be more to be said about that. But I can tell you right now, our client is innocent, and we will fight and continue to fight as long as we have to. I mean, this, from our standpoint, this particular injustice can't stand. So we will have to go on. We'll have to move on to our next phase of fighting it, and that's exactly what we're going to do.
Forgive me for not knowing this, but in a death penalty case like this, is the appeals process automatic, or is it something you actually have to file for?
Every felony conviction has an automatic appeal. Death penalty cases have a lot higher automatic appeals for that. So yes, there'll be plenty of appeals on this matter.
So is there anything that you can do to bring the other aspect part of this, the other suspect that is part of this to light? Is there anything else you can do in defense of your client to bring that to light?
Stay tuned and you'll see.
And I'm sorry, did you both identify yourselves?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
By the spelling of my first name, I don't know if you got it.
yes, please.
It's R-A-J, okay, and then Maline,
R.A.J.?
Maline, M-A-L-I-N-E.
Thank you.
Okay, guys.